Of all the Scream movies, this might just be my favorite of the bunch. What is going on, guys? My name is Trevor. Welcome back to my channel. Continuing on with the Scream series, our final review of these 4 movies. Scream 4 might just be my favorite of the 4 Scream movies. It's going to be a full spoiler, in-depth review. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, definitely click away. And if you guys have seen the movie, what do you guys think of this and how does it rank with the other 3? And how would you rank all 4 of these Scream movies? And if you want to see Scream ranking, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Let me know down below in the comment section. Right now, Scream 4. Let's talk about it. So, 10 years have passed, and Sidney Prescott, who has pulled herself back together thanks in her part to her writing, is visited by the ghost-faced killer. So I know this is meant to be a trilogy. I actually had someone tell me that in the last review I did for the Scream 3, and it says it's meant to be a trilogy. 10 years later, they bring back the Scream franchise with the Scream 4. Everyone's a little bit older. Everyone's moved on with their lives, and we get a whole new set of characters. Opening up with a movie, I believe we're doing like Stab 7 is a movie everyone's watching, everyone's talking about. And Kristen Bell's in there. You got a bunch of little plot twists and kills within the Stab movie. The Stab movies are still going on. I thought that was kind of like a funny thing to do with the Scream 4, because like all these years later, this franchise is still going on, and all these years later, the Scream movies are still going on. Get a good opening. We can introduce some awesome new characters. So you get Jill Roberts, you get Kirby, you get Olivia, and you get a bunch of others there, but you also get our core main members back together as well. You get Sydney, you get Dewey, and you get Gail. Gail's hair, it looks fine this time around, folks. One thing I really did enjoy about this is how modernized it is. Modern day technology inside this film. They're on iPhones. They have this app that can lock and unlock all the doors to the house. I mean, at the start of this movie, when we get like the first kill, knowing that the Ghostface killer is back, it's brutal, it's gruesome, straight up pays homage back to the original Scream, and that's what I loved about it. But these characters, we get a new set, fresh characters, and our core members from Gail, Dewey, and Sydney, they kind of take a back seat in this one almost. I mean, Gail and Dewey, they're definitely in it a lot more than Sydney is, but they're not really the main focal point of this one. We're really following Kirby and Jill, and the character of Jill and Sydney are actually cousins. Sydney's come back to town to promote her book, hence kind of why the Ghostface killer is coming about. And Jill has a really hard life as a teenager. Her cousin Sydney is this famous lady who's like the angel of death, and death always follows her. So she has a hard time growing up being related to her, and it definitely kind of aches at her, and it kind of gives us ticks and little things to notice about Jill. And I never thought we'd get the plot twist we do with her, which we'll get to here in a second, but we really follow these characters, and they're honestly really cool and really enjoyable. And Kirby, I absolutely love her. She's one of my favorite Scream characters of all time. She's so badass, speaks her mind, and she knows a lot about movies, so I love her. It's something that worked really well with the first 2 Scream movies is having a character of Randy being our horror expert, and we get a little cameo of him in Scream 3. Definitely think Scream 3 is missing him. So we get new horror icon fans in this one with Robbie and Charlie. They're breaking it down, talking about everything going on. Like, oh, this is the 4th one. They're kind of giving us all the rules for this one. So they definitely filled the Randy role, and they're trying to promote their movie club, and they're these 2 cinephiles, Randy and Charlie. They're just these horror experts who are talking, breaking everything down, and they really filled the Randy void we missed from the first 2. Thought that was a very nice touch. But as the movie goes on and progresses, I was really wondering this time around, who is the killer? Are we going to get something back to the original Scream from the previous movies? What's going to happen? And I have to say, this is one of the craziest plot twists I've ever seen. I literally screamed, my jaw dropped to the floor when Jill was the killer. Obviously, Charlie is one of the killers. He started killing them. Then there's 2 killers again. Again, back to the original Scream. There's 2 killers again. And Charlie, one of the horror nerds, he's starting to kill all these people, and he kills my gal Kirby. And I kind of was thinking, okay, it could be Charlie or Robbie. And all of a sudden, Jill takes off the mask, and she's the other killer. I didn't see it coming. I really didn't. And I cannot believe how much I was surprised. And honestly, made me love it, because even with the original Scream, what I loved about it is like there was 2 killers and never saw that coming. But I always felt like Billy was very, like, it was very noticeable he was going to be the killer. Like, he just looked like a psychopath. But with this one, who would have really thought that Jill was the killer? I mean, thinking about it, I was like, going back now, thinking about the movie, I don't really know anyone who could predict Jill was going to be a killer, but she was. I was absolutely floored by that. And then Jill kind of kills Sydney, so she thinks she's killed all these people, kills all of her friends, and she's just this psycho girl who's had a hard life, and almost you can see where she's coming from, because her whole life's been just devoted around this Ghostface killer. She goes down this crazy, psychotic, just a weird terror of a life. And then they had to go to the hospital, and Dewey and Gail, and they figure it out that it's her, and all of a sudden it's just a bloodbath, and people are killing each other left and right. I mean, this movie has the kills, this movie has the gore, and it really does go for it. And I think it's safe to say this might be my new favorite horror movie of all time. If you guys want to see a Scream ranking, definitely let me know that down below in the comment section. I really love Scream 4. Overall, for a score, I'm going to go a solid 9 out of 10. That's how much I enjoyed it. I had fun. It felt like the original Scream. I feel like it's the closest thing we got to the original Scream. And I cannot freaking wait for Scream 5 coming out in January. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this down below in the comment section. Definitely hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see a character ranking or a upcoming Scream ranking in the next couple of days, let me know that down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.